Hey folks, Jim Thomas here, Fitness Management and Consulting, and hey, welcome to our channel today. Appreciate you being here. And if you've not yet done so, please hit the subscribe button, hit that notification button up top to be notified of future videos and future information that can help you grow and help you develop your business. And then also, check out the links below, numerous links on different ways that we can help you grow and develop your business. And then also in those links, if you want to support the channel and the work that we do here, click that Patreon link and it'll give you some different options on how you can do that. Now, our topic today is how to close a failing gym. How to close a failing gym. How do we do this? So number one, make the toughest decision. Well, the toughest decision, is the decision to close. And, if your heart's no longer into it, if the market is no longer there, sometimes this decision is made for you, but make it and be decisive about what you want to do. Okay, and then when you do, we need to start to move forward. So number two is we want to prepare for an orderly and strategic shutdown. Now, as part of this, maybe you're selling, your member base to another club. We need to make sure there's proper notifications that go out on that. Maybe this other club is going to take you that URL from your website. They're going to grab your phone number. You've got to contact your billing company. We've got to get all the proper notices because you want a really good line of communication on this. You don't want this to be a bumpy thing. You want it to really almost seem seamless in many cases. Okay, so really sit down and maybe it's in simple terms. Write out a plan on how you want to do this. Number three, get all your decision makers on board, all your key people. Let's make sure that everybody's on board as to what we're doing, why we're doing it, and how it needs to take place. And one of the keys here is simply good communication. Now, I know in a lot of clubs that we work with that are, finally when they call me anyway, they've kind of have lost a lot of these people. But if you still have them there, let's make sure there's good communication. Let's make sure everybody's on board. And even to the point that, hey, can you help them, find other opportunities in the gym business, in your local community? Because a lot of times, sometimes anyway, the reason they may not be on board is, gosh, I need a job. I'm going to lose my job here. So, help them with this. Let your staff know. Make sure all your staff knows what's going on. If this is the decision that's been made, this is the direction you're going, you're going to have to do a lot of things to get this done. Let's don't be keeping this a secret from anybody. We want to help them get through this, even from a mental health standpoint if we have to. But also maybe we can help them find, other opportunities in the local community. Make sure, make sure you're collecting on any kind of delinquent accounts that you have out there. Because anyone that owes you money, anyone that's past due, old accounts like that, start collecting on those, because once you close, you're not going to be able to do that anymore. And so this could be a kind of a final push, maybe for some additional revenue for you. Alert your members. Make sure you notify your members and start. If you're truly just going to shut down, you're going to start, canceling accounts and making sure that we're not going to debit them for the future. But also alert your members, and if indeed you have sold your member database, which I would suggest you do, by the way, if you sold your member database to a local club, let them know, hey, here's the club that's going to be honoring your membership. If you want to continue, give them that option. They may not want to. Here's how it's going to work, and walk them through step by step. Don't make it guesswork. Don't have them just simply go to a website. Really lay it out for them, okay? Let's give, continue to give, that unprecedented, level of service, that unprecedented level of value, to the extent that we can. So make sure that we're contacting all of our members, making sure they're aware of it. Here's exactly, how it's going to work. And then finally, this should be done all along, but make sure that you take care of all your necessary tax requirements and business requirements. Get this company, wound down and get it wrapped up and get it done. And so really sit down and map out a plan. It's not going to be just as simple as locking the door and going home. There's going to be some work to be done here. But if you do it and you handle it right, you can create future opportunities for yourself. 'Cause I know we've helped. Unfortunately, we've helped some folks to shut down. Unfortunately, that they had to shut down. But we're able to help them, and in some cases, trainers, they were able to get training positions at other clubs because other places were impressed on how they did it. We're able to find new homes for members and gave that owner, additional cash flow. And so there can be a lot of things in here, a lot of good things that can sometimes come from this. But just to repeat again, that first one we talked about, make the toughest decision of all. That toughest decision is going to be that decision to close. And hey, it's time to quit on this. And you will know if your heart's into it. And I'll say this, we talk about this all the time. How do you know when to fire an employee? It's when you can no longer give 100% of your efforts, to make this thing work. And it's kind of the same thing here. How do you know? Well, it's when you can no longer give 100%, or you're just not getting the results, that you need, or maybe there's no longer a market, for what you're currently doing. Maybe staff just isn't there. Maybe you run out of money. There's going to be a lot of reasons, but make that toughest decision. Make it now. Start to move forward. If you need some help with this, we've helped a lot of folks kind of navigate through this. If you need some help with this, I can help walk you through this. And in many cases, if we're able to successfully, sell your member database, you can be getting revenues for the next 12, 24 months maybe. And actually, in some cases, some of these clubs that are losing money, you can actually find yourself making money for a while, once you close it down, just because you lose all that overhead. So if you do want to talk about that, hit the link below. We're offering a free strategy session. And again, that's kind of first come, first served, depending on how my schedule is currently working. But, give it a try. And happy to talk with you about how we can help you kind of navigate out of this easily, as easy as possible, and help you kind of go to that next step and that next stage of whatever it is you're going to do. So folks, my name's Jim Thomas. Hope you all have a great day. Thanks.